Ah, my brother. Thank you for coming to my feast. I am so glad that you could make it here. You know, I was afraid when our father died so suddenly that we would have a conflict between us. I never intended there to be conflict between us. I don't think that you ever wronged me any way that I know of. I was simply worried. Well, worried that you would not produce a suitable heir. But I have over time come accustomed to the fact that there will be a queen ruling in Alpa when you die. That's good, because she would likely need your support, assuming I'm still around, my brother. There's not that much longer for us in this world, and I'm glad that we could find common ground before we grew into old men and passed off into the world beyond. Yes, brother, yes. Common ground. Hello and welcome, connoisseurs of Crusader Kings 3, friends of the channel, and newcomers who are always welcome. We're here once again with King Maelgwn of Alpa. So I was doing work on a project for a series that's coming up last night, and in the process of deleting a bunch of saves, I deleted my cap save, so I had to rerun a couple of weeks again. Some of the small events are different, so I don't think the Prestige Gold or Piety are going to be exactly the same, but other than a couple of different small events, nothing happened that's different. But I thought I'd mention it just for clarity's sake, you know. So she got a level 3 diplomat education, which is good. We did an okay job, and we will head up here to the Mearns and hope that we can find some things to do while we wait for our next war. So our wife is trying to seduce us. This began when she gave us the trinket in the tournament. You know, I mean, this is probably, because he's asexual doesn't mean he's aromantic. Doesn't mean that he doesn't like love his wife and want to spend time positively in her presence. So I think we're going to go through with this. It's pretty much what I decided last time. At least last time it was mostly I decided to do it for show, but we'll go along with this. We can just end it though. I don't think so. We'll see if she gets us the orchid. Oh, she refuses to give us an orchid. That's fine. I mean, we might call it off if it appears like she's not going to take it too seriously. We're getting close to being able to fix our problem with domains. And I think it would be a good time to probably hold court. Sitting on my throne, I gesture for my guards to open the doors of the hall. A stream of people file in, some lining up in front of my throne, while others move out of the way so they can simply observe the proceedings. Gesture for the first in line to approach. Mayor Cadware. Where is Mayor Cadware from? He is from Kirmir, the place that is in, it's in the, you know, it's in the last Pictish barony that we just unpictized finally, so it's no longer the last Pictish barony. My king, the dogs of Balter think they're better than us? Oh, this stuff. Guys, come on. We have a Maerdom noble. Where did you find your wife? Where did you find a Burmese woman to marry? Alright. Okay. You do you. I'm gonna try to get them to be peaceable amongst themselves, and if they don't succeed, well... Oh, we settled the dispute. Very good. Mayor Garrett approaches me with a straighter posture than usual and visibly eager about what he has to say. My liege, the people in your realm need the occasional joyous gathering where they can forget their stresses. I would gladly finance a feast, if held under your name, as it is for the good of Alba, though I would duly expect a favor in return. I mean, I don't know what kind of favor... I don't think I would give this guy a favor. I mean, he's just a mayor. I could make him upset by demanding he does it. Like, it's a good idea, but I'm not giving you a favor. Like, you don't come in here and say, let's have a feast that's on me, and then expect me to, like, give you something for it. Mind you, this is probably more just. And I don't need to be afraid of a hook from a mayor. If he forces himself on the council, well, I'll have to force an election, right? Very well, I accept. The air is thick with anticipation as my Marshal, Mormer Elier, approaches me. My lord, I have come with grave news, but with a solution to fix the problem. It's becoming increasingly clear that the Scots and Alban are becoming more, perhaps even too similar. It's paramount that we show them that it's us, the Alban, who are the forefront of innovation. I don't see it. We don't need to show our superiority over other cultures. The Scots are welcome here. They are a culture just like the Albans that originated in this region from the combination of various different people, and I think that's a respectful thing. What's this? This is a weave? Yeah, we don't need a weavery. If we were going to spend any of our big chunk of money right now on anything, it would be furniture. The one thing we almost never seem to have. Alright. Raptor retailer, my caravan master, Reginu, an avid hunter, has brought me a man who sells trained hunting raptors. This here is a fine specimen. Hunting raptor for 7 years. Who is my current master of the hunt? Nobody. I don't even have a court physician. Oh, right, because she fell out and I restored her during the part that I had to redo. Right. Don't need an antiquarian. I haven't had a wet nurse for my children this entire time. Just means my focus has been on the wrong area, that's all. Court tutor either. Probably why their educations have turned out less than ideal. Court architect. You know, weirder than that, it feels like I did have these positions and they were all emptied. Because I remember my wife being my court architect a very short time ago. Well, I'm gonna assume that this was not that something happened because, and just fix all of these. More can do this, absolutely. Why can't my daughter do it? She'd make a great court tutor, and she can make a little money. You know. Is this guy a good master of the hunt? But he is old. So we will take the bird. We'll take the bird. Then we will take a master of the hunt from our own court. Oh, this 38-year-old guy, he is excellent. He is an Anglo-Saxon. He is actually Moore's new husband. Well, what do you know? We don't need any of the rest of these positions, though. Oh, we have prisoners as well. You can convert, and if you convert, I'll recruit you. And you... I think we'll just recruit this guy, because he's already a Catholic. Come on in, join up. Okay, so legitimacy, this takes us to divine mandate. Vassals are less likely to join disillusion factions and claimant factions. It's not that big a deal since we usually have that stuff under control, but, you know, we want to take it all the way to the top. A 5th level education trait to become more common. That's like a really cool benefit. Does that mean you can be educated into them, or does it mean that when you go to university you're more likely to get them? I'm guessing it's the latter, which is still cool. Encourage you to use the university trips more. During my afternoon stroll down the streets of the Maelgwn, my daughter, Slane, runs up to me. Father, they just started swinging at each other. Okay, so they're fighting. We're gonna break this fight up. And I suppose since we promised that guy the feast, we will do the feast. Alright. He did not give us enough to pay for the feast, but we don't have to do the most expensive feast available. We look at this. It has farms and fields, which gives a bonus. We could also go back to Sterling. I think we're gonna go to Dundee though. In Angus. We're gonna do an honorary guest. Got Duke Rory, our steward. Gonna do an honorary guest. It should probably be someone I'm trying to impress. Either someone whose relationship with me is bad and I'd like to correct it, or somebody who I just like to impress in general. I mean, don't really see anybody I need to impress that much. A lot of family members. Yeah, we could do this to for the Mormaer of Man, and we could hold this celebration in order to elevate him. I think that would be interesting. So let's look at this. It's 195. We don't need any travel options. We're only just going up the road. It's not just up the road, but you know what I mean. We don't need a legitimacy bonus. We could try to befriend somebody. I mean, it would be cool to become friends with our brother. Especially considering that we originally expected conflict between them. Yeah, let's do that. Let's try to become friends with King Fergus II. We want to make this more expensive. We can go up dish complexity. Or opinion. I think the dish complexity matters more to me. Because we're trying to farm prestige, so let's start this. Yeah, we put a little bit of our own money into it, but that's fine. We're going to put a lot of our own money into it when we do this. Right? So I'm going to create this title. And overhold it until the point in the feast where we grant it to him. How long is it before the feast takes place? 7 months, that's fine. Let's see. Independence faction? What are you talking about? I literally just... I've given you so much and you do this. I guess I could learn their language so that I can tell them off in their barbarian tongue. Independence faction. What a thing. She's become too old to be the wet nurse. Do we have anybody else? Oh, Spy Master. This came up. Okay. So you would be a better Spy Master, and you, Duke of Moray, would be a great Chancellor. Good. She's kind of mad. Looks like it's mostly because I didn't put her on the council. She's got no skills that make that worthwhile, though. Looking at Slane here. Oh, she got a 4-star education. Good job, Princess Moore. Excellent job. They grew up so fast. Okay, family members that can get married. I probably should start marrying my younger daughters. Truth be told, now that Slanes grow up, I don't need a wet nurse. Wonder how long we were without one, though. I mean, there was... No, it looks like there wasn't any... Yeah, it doesn't look like we may not have had a wet nurse for a very long time. Let's do age here. Let's do adult. So that we start at 16. But that's just that guy's liege. It's not actually his son, because his son is already married, right? Oh, it's his grandson. Is it the grandson heir? I am confused. Okay. So this is a guy in charge, right? It's his brother. It's his brother. I think that's fine. This, I think, is fine. This is my third daughter. The likelihood that she inherits is, like, super, super small. We already have a matrilineal marriage for our second daughter, just in case something terrible happens. And I'm pretty sure that won't matter anyway, because her sister already has a son, so if things go bad, her son will inherit. Emder. And she has a second son, too. Kustin. Got a good lot of children. And we were worried at the beginning of this thing. We had nothing to worry about. Now, Slain also should get married. We will do this by age again. Somebody relatively close. Danish isn't that far away. And we could marry her into Ireland, though. He is a wanderer with no position. His father is dead. They seem to have... Oh, are these the people we removed? Yeah, I think these are the people we removed, right? Oh no, this is our close family. This is the King of Denmark. That's too close. But I was really originally looking at that, like this Danish guy. He's lowborn. Saxon. He's a mercenary captain. We don't really want that. Franconian. Basically a nobody. We could do this by prestige. Okay. So this is one of the Scots living in Moravia, of all people. It's related to my vassal, right? No, I don't know how this guy is Scots. He's a Neil, yeah, he's got to be related to him somehow. She could marry the Duke of Salzburg, I suppose. You know? Reinforce the peace now that we've taken back what was rightfully ours? Sure. Seems fine. Who rules down here right now? Duke Rory? Yeah? It was his brother. So that is the son of Duke Rory's brother. That's what the connection is. Duke Rory's brother, his son. Yeah, that's a fine connection. It's a decent family connection that makes a lot of sense that we would be able to put together. Excellent. How are we doing on our innovations? To the Serene King Maelgwn of Alba. All right, good enough. We were looking at this on purpose. Not, oops, that's Catholicism. We were looking at this on purpose. Manorialism is 14 years away, and bailiffs is going to happen very soon. Bailiffs is very good because it gives us the extra building slot. Could continue to... Now, well, I don't want to do this for my daughter. Like for my actual heir. I could land my daughter's husband, right? Because that's basically equivalent. And it gets rid of this. But we're so close now. There's no point in worrying about it at this point. Nearby plagues. I think we're going to be starting to use the lower plague setting from games after this. I don't mind the plagues that much, but I do wish that they didn't pop on top of each other as much as they do. We were just looking at Duke Rory. Scheming against my knight. You know, I'm not going to put him in jail, but we will make his indiscretions public, of course, but... Now, as I said, we're not going to put him in jail. We're going to pardon him. But at least the scheme was exposed, right? We don't know the degree to which he was involved, so I don't think there's any point. He's definitely not the person who called it. Call to war. So you want me to go to war for you? In Hohenberg. Well, young man, if there was a time to ask me to go to war, it would be right now. There is Alban territory in this region. right? So I could raise troops here and then send them south. I think we're going to accept because we literally just married our daughter to this young man. Nope. We're still having our feast, though. Don't get the wrong idea. We're still having our feast. We're just helping the kid out. We will just jet right down to the capital here. Now we should be going this way. There we go. They can travel on their own when they're ready. A cheery gathering, welcome friends. So let's get this thing underway. It has taken much of the evening to get myself close to King Fergus without making it feel forced. After all, the best friends are natural, and I want him to think this is spontaneous. Saint Matthew extols my friend, maybe friend, barely disguising a belch. That was a heavy course, and so soon after the last weighty one, it simply sits too heavily on the stomach. I cannot believe the servants expect to keep serving their master, working this poorly. This is why we haven't been friends the whole time. We're both too arrogant. This may just fail due to our arrogance. I can't let him badmouth my feast. I'm too arrogant for that. How am I gonna let him badmouth my feast? We'll take the money from the Pope, because we always do. Now I wonder how the Pope is doing. Seems to be doing well. He's actually a strong Pope. That's a lot of held titles. I mean, I think it's not that many more than normal, but it's still a decent number of held titles. Good on you, Pope. Now I'm going to be doing another pilgrimage soon, but I don't know whether or not that pilgrimage is going to be to Rome. I originally said Santiago. Thank you. We can always use the money. Thank you for being so understanding, Mr. Pope. What did I promise last night? I cannot remember what led up to it, but I do remember slapping the back of my vassal, Maelgwn, telling him that I would do anything he asked of me. A promise is a promise. Yeah, okay, I guess the mayor gets a weak hook. The great table seating the upper nobility. Okay, so the table has broke. I ended up close to King Fergus. Fergus and I ended up talking all evening and agreed it should not be the last time we feasted together. What a great night. So we became friends. So we overcame our arrogance and finally accepted the fact that maybe we're equals. He's not my equal, I'm superior to him. As the feast is underway, our guests are eating and drinking merrily. Satan approaches Jean and me at the great table. It is a marvelous feast. All compliments to the hosts. It is a marvelous feast. As my guests leave and seem to depart in good spirits, I am also relieved to see that Uan Lan does not depart without saying farewell. All right, what a man. Cool. Okay, so we are going to grant him the petty kingdom of Man. We can be the Duke of Man. And then we will in spite of the fact we're arrogant, this is what we're here for, so we're doing it. You know, we're not doing it. We don't like it though. It's hard for us to hold somebody in esteem when we're clearly present. And with that, it's done. What a great banquet. Finish the feast. So we had an excellent feast. And we're pretty prepared now to go on our pilgrimage to Santiago. I think things are going pretty well for us. How long do we have on this truce? That is not what we wanted to do. 9 months. So maybe we should do the second war before we do the trip to Santiago. Thank God I can go inside again. Yeah, what a small journey, but still worthwhile, worthy, you know. This. You want me to go to your grand tournament? This is Melee and a duel. I mean, we're no longer really feeling like we can do these things ourselves, but it is good to get our knights out there. You know, I think we're going to sit this one out. Our knights can go on their own. It's close enough that the knights can make the decision to go. They're actually in the army right now, so it might not work out so good for them trying to go. Feast under your name. So I have done the feast as he requested, and we gain 10 court grandeur. Good. It's all worked out for the best. Now let's hope he doesn't overstep his bounds by using that hook for something bad. Okay, so Eldebert is plotting against my knight. There's like this huge scheme going on against this poor knight. He's just a guy. I mean, he is dishonorable. So it does make sense that nobody likes him. But still. Feels like a little unbalanced, if you know what I mean. You guys fighting against a mere knight when you're like counts and dukes. In fact, I believe both of them were dukes. It feels like maybe you should leave the guy alone? Lear. So you just murdered that guy? You got me wondering what the heck he did. Alright. Well, I mean... I guess you're gonna pardon Rory again. That's fine. Let's turn off here. Because he seems to think it's a good idea to attack. I mean, they're gonna have a battle here, but the battle is gonna be settled by me. I think I'm gonna get there in time. I don't know though. Oh yeah, I should easily get there in time. Bit of a mistake, no? Bit of a mistake? Yeah, probably shouldn't have done that. Probably shouldn't have attacked him when I was coming. This is a poem from my brother. I can put it on display in my court. Oh, it's a poem. It's a poem mocking the last of the Danish. I mean, the last of the not Danish. There's plenty of Danish people. Ostaru. Could send a copy to everybody he knows. Yeah, I think so. I mean, feels right to me. Now, I don't need the Lucky Rabbit's Paw on anymore. So I could wear the poem. Could put on the Beaker Bell for the 1 point of intelligence. I think it's the pharmaceutical book, right? The disease resistance. Actually, we used to be wearing the old signet ring. Yeah, that's what we're gonna put on. We're gonna put on the old signet ring. Just a little bit more stewardship experience. What's this? So you want me to go on a hunt? I will absolutely go on a hunt with you. This is gonna require us to travel by sea. Well, the fast route means experienced captains, but that's fine. 23 gold does not feel like too much. So let's just head right over there. I hope it goes well. I'm gonna actually take my guys up here like I said I was going to last time. If you attack again, you're just gonna lose. He doesn't need my support on that anymore. And we're going to our new coastal domains in the far, far north here for a hunt. And this war should probably be over with these 2 sieges. That's my guess. Okay. did your last husband... He died of an apple. Okay. I guess that's fine. I would love, like, a prowess marriage for you again, because I can use... Oh, your son got measles and died. But still, your other son is doing well. Let's find you... I guess you could marry this guy. He's of no specific significance, though. Could marry this guy from Basque, but he's old. How is he feeble and so strong at the same time? Could marry this Catalan guy. He's a little old, though, again. I can make this Durner guy. I mean, you can hold your own, so if he's a little bit too rough, you can always do what you did to that other guy, right? My daughter who's a murderer? As we await the arrival of the rest of the guests, Duchess Ulfir has started on the preparations. Her gamekeepers check the highlands each day for signs of quarry. 4 months. You know, there is a chance that she's going to try to murder me in this thing. I don't think it's that big a chance, but it must be acknowledged that it is possible that her intent is to kill me. I don't think it is, but it is possible. Once this war is over, I think we're going to prepare for the war in the north. So we have learned Norse. Good. If we're lucky, one of the holy orders will be available when we go to war in the north. But grandeur decreased, so we're now court grandeur is level 9. I think level 9 isn't sustainable either, unless we pay something. Oh, level 9 is sustainable. That max if you're gonna get this high, the max personal schemes does feel like it's worth it. No. Problem is, I don't really have money to spend on this. I could put this to 3. I could put everything to 4. Sure, let's do it. It should push us back above 10. Get us to the 2 personal schemes, which we probably should be using. Oh, we're starting to look a little old. Still feeling fine, though, but this is around getting close to the age where our father died, and that's not great. We'll learn Anglo-Saxon. I guess maybe we'll try to learn French. We can only learn one language at a time, okay. That's fine. Are any of our vassals unhappy with us? No, everybody seems to be doing okay, including the people who aren't in control. We don't actually have that many excess vassals because of how small our kingdom is right now. I mean, we could try to improve the relationship with the Queen of England for now. Not a high chance of success, but we have no bad traits, so we can just let it run. And our falconry hunt begins. Let's get out there. So we finished our siege in the north. See if we can't catch... You know, I don't need to. We'll come down here. Not because we're going to help him fight, because he doesn't need it. My falcon found me 50 gold! Nice! Thank you for the stress down as well. I do love these hunts. They are quite nice. So this king wants to become our friend. This is the king of Great Moravia. No. No, it's just too far afield. We're trying to keep our focus really closed right now, right? We're not trying to, like, become friends with the entire world. We're just trying to finish the outstanding work of our predecessors and try to get rid of the last enclaves of Ostarus. All right. That hunt was relatively nice. We got divided attention. That clears up the problem of holding too many domains that we've had for so many years. Probably this is going to be finished quite soon. Then we can go to war again with Norway. It's 100%. So we're done. Just gotta wait for the AI to remember that it needs to click the button. Hey AI, could you click the button? Thank you. Thank you, very appreciated. Disband all. We've helped down in Moravia. And soon, it is declare war for the Kingdom of Norway. So if we look around, we don't got... I mean, we still have a problem down here in Denmark, which is technically part of Norway. But all of this is still Ostaru. But the Swedes have done a pretty good job of Christianizing without my help. Territory up here is also Ostaru, and it's most likely going to be their last enclave, because when I do, like, the next war will be here in Denmark, right? Again, clearing out Norway, getting all this stuff done. But I think now that we are fully prepared for the war, we are going to wait and do it next episode. We're home from our hunt. We're ready. We've helped our new son-in-law down in his little war, and now next we will declare war for the Kingdom of Norway. All right, thank you very much, and I hope you join me then. Goodbye for now.